Talk to Andrew Morton, talk to Tom Bauer. All of these people that have written books about her have been like, it's a struggle to get to the truth of who this female was before she meets Prince Harry, because she's reinvented herself so many times throughout the last 44 years.
Let's be honest, if drama were a sport, Meghan Markle would already have more gold medals than Team GB.
20 years ago, that woman would not be able to marry a working member of the British royal family. Even though she's an actress, even though she's playing a role, that is just beneath the British royal family.
Every time the royal headlines start to cool off, somehow her name pops back up like the Wi-Fi you thought you'd turned off. And this week, she's apparently furious. Why? Because
I've just been able to reveal today that she was actually in touch with Epstein for years afterwards, staying in his flats.
royal biographer Andrew Lownie, yes, the same man who peeled back the House of York like an overripe onion, has managed to get her tangled in a scandal she swears she had nothing to do with.
You say that Prince Andrew told Harry he was making the biggest mistake ever, and that Harry later tells Prince William in reaction to all of this that he hated Prince Andrew.
But here's the twist. Lownie didn't even go after Meghan. He was writing about Prince Andrew's messy empire, and her name just happened to orbit the chaos like an unlucky satellite. Still, Meghan's PR machine is reportedly fuming, blasting statements faster than you can say privacy please.
I've never seen someone so desperate to tell us about herself pull back so much, be so bizarrely private.
You'd think after Netflix deals, tell-all books, and the world's longest royal exit, she'd be used to headlines. But this one hits differently because it doesn't come from her own mouth. It comes from someone the palace actually takes seriously.
You're only putting out all this PR shit to boost your public image.
Hi, sweetheart, what's your name?
Meghan, off.
So buckle up because we're diving into the storm Meghan didn't start, but definitely can't stop. And trust me, the real shock isn't what Andrew Lownie said. It's what Meghan's reaction reveals about how fragile her royal reinvention might truly be. This story isn't about what's proven. It's about proximity, perception, and why certain names keep resurfacing whenever royal power networks are examined.
Yes, no, she's amazingly successful in the way that she's wormed her way in. And as you say, we don't know the full story. I mean, there are clearly lots of rumors, and people have tried to link it to Andrew. I found no evidence to support that.
It all started with one quiet release, Andrew Lownie's latest royal tell-all. No clickbait title, no flashy interviews, just a historian dropping facts like grenades. Within hours, gossip channels went into overdrive. The reason? Meghan Markle's name appeared where nobody expected it, inside a deep dive into Prince Andrew's world. Now let's be clear, Lownie isn't a YouTuber fishing for ad revenue. He's the kind of author who builds his cases with documents, archives, and letters most journalists can't even access. His new book, entitled The Rise and Fall of the House of York, was meant to dissect the House of York's implosion after the Epstein scandal. Instead, it accidentally set the internet ablaze. The second Meghan's name surfaced, social media acted like it had found buried treasure. Every blog, every TikTok, every royal insider account began asking, why is Meghan's name even in this? Suddenly, the story wasn't about Prince Andrew's fall from grace, it was about Meghan's supposed connection to him.
Prince Andrew also tells Prince Harry, I think that Meghan Markle is too old for you.
But apparently for me, that doesn't matter.
Yes.
I feel like some of those comments really stung Meghan specifically.
Oh my gosh, what is this life? I would have never predicted it.
And here's where it gets fascinating. Lownie didn't accuse her of anything, not one line. But in today's algorithmic jungle, facts come second to fire. Her name was enough to light the match. What Lownie really wanted to show was how royal power operates. Not through titles, but through proximity. Who you know, who you brunch with, who appears in your guest list. It's a map of influence, not guilt. But once Meghan's name entered that ecosystem, nuance didn't stand a chance. The headlines exploded, her image took another beating, and the palace walls began to whisper again. And that's when the focus quietly shifted from Andrew's secrets to Meghan's fury. But the real story behind that shift is even more shocking. To understand why Meghan's name suddenly got dragged into the royal mudslide, you have to look at the man who's been buried in it for years, Prince Andrew, the Duke of Disgrace, the royal family's walking PR nightmare. After the Epstein scandal, Andrew didn't just lose his titles, he lost his camouflage. And that's exactly what Andrew Lownie wanted to expose.
And I do hope the authorities will actually pursue some of these investigations. They will bring charges. And I think if they do so, there's a very good chance that both he and Sarah Ferguson may well go to prison.
Wow, that's a revelation.
Lownie's book isn't about gossip, it's about patterns. The way certain names, events, and connections keep overlapping in the royal orbit like a recurring glitch in the system. He paints a picture of a quiet, powerful network, the House of York's inner circle, where reputation is currency and silence is protection. And in that tangled ecosystem. Meghan's name appears not as an accomplice, but as a coincidence, a name floating near the wrong constellation at the wrong time. Yet once that proximity became public, social media turned it into a full-blown headline. Hidden ties, secret meetings, buried links, none proven, all viral. Because the truth doesn't trend, theories do. And Meghan's name next to Andrew's, that's digital dynamite. Lownie was tracing the fall of a prince. The internet turned it into the rage of a duchess. But if you thought the York network was messy, wait until you see how one unverified rumor from Toronto managed to rewrite the entire royal timeline.
Really seems fired up about is this incident where he allegedly punches Prince Andrew at a family gathering because he overhears something Prince Andrew said behind his back. This is unrelated to Meghan Markle, and I think that I've seen that get mixed up a couple of times.
Yes, it has. That's one of the problems. That people have confused the two dates.
Let's talk about the Toronto rumor, the internet's favorite royal fairy tale with a twist of chaos. Apparently, long before Meghan was manifesting royal titles and designer tiaras, she was supposedly crossing paths with Prince Andrew in Canada. Yeah, because nothing screams fairy tale beginning like being linked to the most cancelled royal in Britain. Here's how the story goes. Back in 2013, Meghan was filming Suits in Toronto, posing for lifestyle blogs, and giving motivational quotes about finding your truth. Meanwhile, Prince Andrew was doing his usual pretending to work while trying to hide from headlines. Then someone somewhere decided they must have met. No proof, no photo, not even a blurry shot of a car leaving the same street, just pure internet imagination at its finest. But of course, that didn't stop Meghan's biggest critics or her biggest fans from turning it into a saga. Suddenly, TikTok detectives were connecting dots like they worked for MI6. One dinner party here, one event there, boom, secret meeting unlocked. And Meghan, she stayed silent as usual.
I've really tried to distance myself from all of it.
Wow.
And that has challenges too. It does. You know, I'm oblivious to a lot of things.
Woof.
But that allows me to live my life really authentically, make choices authentically.
What?
Meghan, off.
The woman could turn ignoring things into an Olympic event, but that silence, it always makes the internet louder. Because every time she doesn't comment, people assume she's hiding something. The funniest part, even when the receipts don't exist, the theories get juicier. That's Meghan's magic trick. She doesn't have to do anything. The drama just finds her, like a magnet for royal chaos. And if you think the Toronto tale is wild, wait until you hear about the New York social scene, where Meghan's name starts popping up in all the wrong parties. After Toronto, Meghan traded maple lattes for Manhattan martinis, and suddenly she was everywhere. Fashion Week parties, rooftop dinners, charity galas. If a camera flash went off, you could bet Meghan had perfected her caught off guard but actually posed face. It was like watching someone audition for royalty before the casting call even opened. People in those circles joked that Meghan didn't network. She strategized. One minute she's chatting with a designer's assistant, the next she's brushing shoulders with actual royals' cousins. Princess Eugenie here, a Soho House brunch there, always one selfie away from the headline she really wanted. Say what you will, but the woman understood angles, both camera and career. And let's be honest, New York ate it up.
Meghan Markle has all pretty much the same friends that Eugenie and Beatrice had. And in 2017, Fergie gave an interview when after Meghan Markle got married and everything, welcoming them into the family. And she said that she had never met Meghan Markle until the wedding.
She played the part of the Hollywood meets high society dream, sliding through velvet ropes like she'd been invited all along. The tabloids called it charisma. The internet called it calculation. Either way, Meghan kept collecting connections like limited edition handbags. Of course, that's when the whispers started. She's climbing, she's aiming, she's already practicing her royal wave. And maybe she was, because within a few short years, she'd swap rooftop parties for Buckingham Palace gates. Talk about a glow up with an agenda. But the New York scene didn't forget. The people who watched her rise are now the ones spilling the tea. And trust me, when they start talking about who helped her move from the Soho House crowd to the Palace gates, one name comes up again and again. Because behind every Meghan move, there's always that one connector, the mysterious friend who seemed to open every royal door. And that's where things get messy. Every royal drama has that one side character who somehow knows everyone. The friend who always just happens to be at the right dinner table, the right after party, the right photo op. For Meghan, that person was Marcus Anderson, her social fairy godfather with a guest list longer than the royal bloodline itself.
The global membership ambassador for Soho House, because he's very tight with Eugenie and the York. He's very influential. He's the best friend of Meghan Markle. He goes with her everywhere.
Marcus was the man who could make introductions happen faster than Meghan could say, I want privacy. He was Soho House royalty, the velvet rope whisperer, the VIP genie. And Meghan, she knew exactly what to do with that magic lamp. Suddenly, doors that were once bolted shut were swinging open. Charity galas, secret brunches, London events. Marcus was the pass, and Meghan was cashing in. People called it friendship. Critics called it networking in stilettos. Whatever it was, it worked. Marcus had a golden Rolodex, and Meghan turned every connection into a stepping stone. While the world thought she was just another actress posting inspirational quotes, she was quietly crafting her royal rollout, one curated photo at a time. And don't forget, Marcus wasn't exactly shy about being seen. He was everywhere she was, arm in arm at events, laughing too loudly, whispering too closely. If Meghan was the headline, Marcus was the fine print. When the whispers about who introduced Meghan to the right circles started swirling, his name popped up again and again. Coincidence? Please, Meghan doesn't do coincidences. She does strategy with a smile, and that strategy would soon pay off big because the next stop on her perfectly planned climb was a tropical wedding where royal whispers turned into full-blown gossip explosions.
Sarah Ferguson attended Tom Inskip's wedding in Jamaica in 2017. Meghan Markle was flown in private plane, allegedly belonging to Rob Burkle. Harry flew economy plus from the United Kingdom to Jamaica. And Fergie, Eugenie, and allegedly Andrew were at that wedding.
Jamaica 2017. The sun was blazing, cocktails were flowing, and the royal rumor mill was spinning faster than a blender full of pina coladas. It was Tom Inskip's wedding. But let's be real, the moment Meghan Markle arrived, it turned into the Meghan Show, Tropical Edition. Forget the bride, all eyes were on the soon-to-be Duchess, strutting in like she owned Sandals Resorts. This was supposed to be a relaxed, friends-only getaway, but Meghan doesn't do low-key. The outfit was coordinated, the poses were ready, and the cameras somehow found her every single time. Some guests whispered she acted more like a celebrity on location than a +1. Others said she looked like she was practicing walking down another kind of aisle, the one lined with gold crests and corgis. Then came the juicy part. Whispers that Prince Andrew might have been there. No solid proof, but that didn't stop the speculation. The internet lost its mind. Suddenly, the beach wedding became a royal crossover episode nobody asked for. And while the palace kept quiet, Meghan's name was once again trending. Not for her fashion, but for the company she was allegedly keeping. You've got to hand it to her though. Meghan can turn a simple vacation into a global talking point faster than most influencers launch a brand deal. Even in paradise, drama follows her like a shadow with SPF 50. And just when you thought the gossip tide might finally calm down, one rumor from a courtroom thousands of miles away dragged her name right back into the storm.
Prince Andrew told, in your book, you talk about how Prince Andrew told Prince Harry his marriage to Meghan Markle would not last more than a month and accused him of being bonkers for not doing his due diligence into her past.
There's nothing defamatory about it. That was the one point where people were sort of cheering him on.
Exactly.
Fast forward to 2021, the world's falling apart, but somehow Meghan Markle's name is still trending. This time, it wasn't because of an interview, a Netflix deal, or another tell-all about how tough palace life was. Nope, this time it was courtroom gossip. Rumors started flying that Meghan was about to be dragged into the legal circus surrounding Prince Andrew, and suddenly, Twitter turned into Law & Order Royal Victims Unit. According to the gossip grapevine, Meghan was this close to being called in for a deposition, and people ate it up. Memes, think pieces, wild predictions. Everyone was ready for Meghan to take the stand and deliver the performance of her life. But guess what? The big courtroom showdown never happened. No subpoenas, no testimony, not even a Zoom call with bad lighting, just smoke mirrors and a whole lot of online chaos. Still, Meghan played it smart, or maybe too smart. She said nothing, not a denial, not a clarification, not even one of those sources close to the Duchess statements. Total silence. And you know what silence means in gossip world? Fuel. The less she says, the more everyone talks. And let's be honest, Meghan's PR team probably had whiplash trying to keep up. One minute she's nearly exposed, the next she's back to talking about mindfulness and wellness candles. Girl can pivot faster than a politician in an election year. But if you thought the courtroom chatter was wild, just wait, because the way YouTubers, TikTokers, and so-called royal insiders spun this into a viral tornado makes the next part of this story absolutely chaotic.
Tom Bower talks about in his book 2017, Harry violently angry over catching paparazzi in Jamaica, trying to capture him and Meghan Markle at a friend's wedding.
So after all the headlines, all the drama, and all the sources close to the Duchess, what's the truth? Honestly, probably that Meghan Markle is sitting somewhere in her California mansion, sipping green juice, scrolling through the chaos, and wondering why the internet still can't quit her. But come on, Meghan loves being the headline. If she didn't, she wouldn't keep giving us so much material. Let's face it, Meghan's mastered the art of controlled chaos. Every time people start to forget about her, something mysteriously pops up. A podcast episode here, a new project there, maybe a few cryptic interviews about healing. It's like clockwork. She's the queen of the comeback narrative, except this time, the only thing coming back is public eye rolls. And that's the thing, Meghan doesn't fight the rumors anymore. She thrives on them. Love her or hate her, she's figured out that attention pays better than approval. The more the internet roasts her, the bigger her brand gets. It's like she's turned controversy into currency. Still, you've got to hand it to her. Surviving this level of royal chaos takes skill. Not grace, not humility, just pure unbothered determination and a touch of main character energy. So maybe that's Meghan's real crown. Not the tiara she lost when she left the palace, but the one she built out of hashtags, headlines, and Hollywood lighting. Because when it comes to Meghan Markle, the drama never ends. It just refreshes changes every 24 hours. And tomorrow, you already know, she'll trend again. And that's the royal circus for today, folks.
The royal family protecting Meghan, whether she wants to admit it or not. Is the royals actually protecting Prince Andrew potentially? Because they're so afraid if they blow up these Meghan Markle bullying allegations that it will inspire other people who worked under Andrew to come out and be like, well, wait until you hear about what I had to deal with.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I mean, the Legion, the complaints about him, he doesn't seem to treat staff in the same way as they're not really proper people.
Meghan Markle's rage may come and go, but the drama, oh, it's on permanent residency. From Toronto to Montecito, from tea to tequila, she somehow keeps the headlines spinning faster than a Buckingham Palace fan on full blast. But before you ruin off, if you really want to see how wild things got the last time Meghan lost her cool, especially when a certain comedy show decided to roast her live on national TV, you've got to watch our previous video. Trust me, that meltdown had more shade, more sass, and more secondhand embarrassment than a royal press tour gone wrong. You'll see how one puppet show clip sent Meghan's PR team into panic mode and had the internet absolutely howling. It's the kind of chaos that only Meghan can deliver, unintentionally iconic and completely over the top. So don't miss it. Click over and keep the royal tea pouring. This is Star Spotlight, where the drama's brighter than the crown itself. This story is about understanding, not accusation, and every detail shared here is meant to bring context, not conclusion.